man? Good evening. Keon Brown here from New York City. Thank you for watching. This is NCCU Live for April 14th, 2021. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an exciting show for you today. Let's get started. We first want to say that we have a big initiative coming up in the summer. This summer, we're doing a reading challenge. Can we get on this reading challenge? But we're going to read NCCU alumni authors, right? So if you know any NCCU author, please put them in the chat, tag them. We want to make sure that we get them their books, and we want to read them and want to honor them and make sure that we support our authors that are graduates of North Carolina Central University. Let's pull in our first guest, Mr. Chris Jones. Chris, what's up, bro?
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Let me get my camera. I look at my bed and everything. I gotta situate myself. You know, you assistant VP, so your situation may be a little bit more lit than me.
Nah, it's all good. Can you hear and see me fine?
Yeah, everything is good. Chris.
Okay, good deal.
Chris Jones, class 2009 and 13.
Correct. Undergrad and master's degree.
All right, senior associate athletic director and assistant VP for development at Temple University. Congratulations to you, brother, and thank you for being here tonight.
No, I appreciate you having me.
So we always start out with, how did NCCU find you? How did NCCU find you?
You know, that's an interesting story. It found me. I initially started out at college at a school in Western North Carolina. I'm originally from North Carolina, but I started out at a school in Western North Carolina, Warren Wilson College. I was out there playing basketball. And I stayed there for a year, and I said, you know what? I want to be at a place where there's more people that look like me. So I ended up transferring the following year to North Carolina Central, and the rest is history. Been there, like you said, graduated there in 2009 with a degree in physical education. Then loved the area so much, I just stuck around, and I ended up enrolling in grad school the following year. And I ended up finishing my master's in athletic administration in 2013.
So how is it being the athletic director? I mean, I'm sure that you've seen all the success of NCCU's athletics. How have you been able to, support Temple University in their athletic program?
It's so with me working in fundraising at Temple University, I have every day I'm supporting the program, because every day I'm doing, kind of some similar to what we're doing right now, especially in this particular climate. So I'm either on a Zoom, talking to donors, alums, or anybody that has an affinity for Temple Athletics or Temple University for that matter, in an effort to try to marry something that they're passionate about to the mission or some initiative that we have going on at Temple University. And especially in a time like COVID, it's been tough for not just athletics, but higher education across the board. So, the philanthropic support of our donors, fans, or anyone has been immensely appreciated during this time.
I'm so interested you brought it up about COVID. How have you adjusted the things that you're doing, development and otherwise, with the advent of technology being forced on everybody?
Yeah, I think the word for 2020 was pivot. I think that was the word that everybody across all sectors of life used. And I mean, I think it was so true, and it was fitting, because, you go into the year, with all of these plans, all of these goals, but COVID is one of those things that nobody could predict. It kind of just came out of nowhere, but we had to deal with it. We still had to, for me in my world, our student athletes, they still had to, go to school, so they still needed scholarship monies. They still needed to eat, so they still needed meal money. They were still participating in sports here and there, so they still needed funds to travel here and there. So for us, I mean, it was just a pivot was the word. With being very event heavy and always, at events, whining and dining, smoozing, things of that sort. It was a lot different because a lot of times we had a lot of our interactions at games. We host donors and suites and things of that sort, or lunches or dinners. But with COVID, all of that was essentially put at a halt. So, the technology piece you spoke about for us it's just been connecting via Zoom, via the telephone, via Microsoft Teams, and all of those things. Just it really caused us to really, really be creative about what we were doing, and also, especially more intentional than anything. So a lot of the events that we would, typically do in person, switched to online now. All of the experiences for, alumni and donors switched to online now. So, like I said, the word for 2020 was pivot, and in 2021 we're still pivoting. So it's been fun. It's been fun.
Now, Chris, did you guys do any virtual cocktail hours or virtual sips or something like that to support the casualness of
Yeah, we did. So we have this our highest giving level in athletics at Temple is for football. We call them the Nine, and they're a group of people that give $50,000 a year to support the athletics program. So of course, a lot of what they do in terms of a benefit perspective is married around experiences. So traveling with the team, access to locker rooms, all of that stuff that couldn't happen during COVID. So like you said, one of the things that we had to do, we had to bring a lot of coaches to the table. So just last week, in fact, we had our head football coach. We had what we call a cocktails and conversations, if you will, with him, where, it was very casual. Everybody brought their drink of choice, whatever that may have been for that particular individual. And, like you said, real laid back, just asked the coach different questions. It was great timing because they were just getting ready to start spring football practice. So he got a chance to, really give a lot of intimate information and share some details about the upcoming season and, talk about the recruiting class a little bit. So it was a great time. It was a great time.
I think, and thanks, Chris. I think you came a little bit later after Malik and Dame were at NCCU. You may have been there when we were there, right?
So I can't. What year? So I was there from 05 to 09.
Okay, you just missed all of us.
Okay.
I was back working for the university at that time, but we got Malik and Dame, who were pretty much iconic during that time. They threw parties, and Dame actually became SGA president. So it was an incredible season. I always say it's the golden era. Dr. Ammons, you had Ammons too, so that was an amazing time. What was one of your favorite moments as we wait for these guys to jump on? They're here, but I can't see them. What was one of your most memorable moments during your time?
Man, it's so many. So it's hard to just narrow it down to one. Man, that's a good question.
You a double eagle.
Yeah, I know. So I mean, I'll go. Of course, undergrad was great, but I think for me, I would have to go with grad school. So in grad school, I had an opportunity. That's where I really got my opportunity to really get my feet wet in intercollegiate athletics. Before grad school, I really didn't know there was a career in college athletics. So by me having a graduate assistant position in the Department of Athletics, and shout out to Dr. Ingrid Wicker-McCree for who's the AD there, for giving me an opportunity to, like I said, get my feet wet and just learn the business. And I think for me, the most beneficial or some of my best memories came from a lot of my interactions and a lot of the relationships that I built at NCCU while working as a grad assistant. And, even after graduating grad school, having the opportunity to work in the athletics department there and, being at some of the sporting events. I was there, and I think it was 2013 when Coach Moten and the guys won the MEAC that year. And I think that was the year they had like a perfect season in conference play. But that was a very, very exciting time for NCCU athletics and the whole the Jerry Mack era. I got a chance to I was actually on the hiring committee for Coach Jerry Mack when he got there. And I mean, that was a very, very exciting time for NCCU football. So like I said, a lot of my memories were really came, with a mix of personal and professional development, if you will.
Indeed. I'm excited about that because I'm glad that North Carolina Central is always a part of our professional journeys. And I love it when we can get our first start in the nest.
Absolutely.
All right, Chris Jones, class of 09 and 13. Thank you for being here. Stick around. We're going to bring you back with Malik and Damon a little bit. Brother, thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
All right, Chris Jones, VP, the assistant VP. Let's get Dame Ruffin is in the building. Let me grab Dame and on the road. What's up, Dame Ruffin?
How you doing? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I'm good. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
He's on the road. Man? Doing well. You're live. That's all.
Yeah, this is my life, man. This is what I do.
Indeed. Well, Dame. So, guys, this is Dame Ruffin. Damian Ruffin is class of '03. He's a music executive producer and a content creator. And we know him as student body president the year 2002. I believe that was your time. How you doing, Dame? What's up, man? You look good, man. What's going on?
I'm great, man. Chilling, man. Working, man. Like leaving the studio and going back to Atlanta.
And tell us a little bit more about what you're up to and who you're working with and what kind of impact you're creating in the planet right now.
Well, right now, I'm working with the Hamiltons. We are creating a new project that's coming out this summer. We basically just finished it up this week. So we're going through the mixing phase and getting ready to go into the mastering, and we just finished it up, basically. So we had a session this morning from 10 to 4. We record out of Greensboro, out of Soul Lab Studios. So, you know, I come up, we work, and, you know, I'm headed back. Well, I'm actually just now coming out because of the COVID. So I've been in quarantine for the entire year.
Yeah, I remember we did some alumni work with the career services department. You were like, I hadn't come out. I'm not coming out.
Right, exactly. So now I'm fully vaccinated and I'm out.
Indeed, indeed. You know what? Kenza found something with you in the paper, and I want to show the folks. You look very, very much different now, but I want to show the people. This is from the Campus
wow.
Echo. You see it? Okay, cool. You see it. So that was when you were elected president of SGA. And the caption said, and that's also Dr. James Ammons, our chancellor at the time. It said something about a controversial election. I don't remember that. What do you remember about that time? I don't remember that.
Man, I remember that. Like, I think I might have won by like 5 or 6 votes. Like, it was just like, yo, like I got the recount going and everything. Like, I think I was a more non-traditional candidate, and it was pretty much like, yo, how did this kid do this? And it happened. It changed my life. It was like kind of me stepping up into a leadership role and, you know, stepping into my purpose.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fun fact, I actually served as Dame's vice president, which was a lot of fun.
Shit. Yeah, real. Like, yeah, my bad.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Now we have Malik. I would like for you to introduce Malik because you guys were, I said, an iconic duo during our time there. You were just synonymous with everything.
Yo, you got the
fun.
drum roll? We need the drum roll. I gotta bring them in right. Like,
I got it. Okay, so go ahead. We're gonna bring them in, and you can go ahead and do your intro.
Hey man, what can I say, man? A great friend, great brother, great father. You know, Malik and Dame, right? Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's good? What's good? Hey, look, I see you driving. Listen, I had today. I rushed down to Virginia. My aunt's in the hospital, so I rushed down to Virginia this morning, checked her out, and drove back just in time to jump on this live. So I was on the highway all day.
Thank you, brother. This is a NCCU exclusive. I have someone saying someone on Facebook says, I know that story. We made history. So I'm grateful for this, having y'all here. Thank y'all for doing this, the famous Malik and Dame. While we have you together, we'll get Malik in a minute, and then we'll bring Chris back in. But let's talk together for a moment. I honor you because being an entrepreneur while you're an undergrad, creating a business, being a promoter, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was trying to run the school. I was trying to go to class, and y'all were successfully throwing great parties and great events. Malik, how did that happen?
So to be honest, we didn't make anywhere near as much money doing parties as our previous business. Like we, like you know, as the kids say, no cap. We were making hundreds of thousands of dollars as college freshman and sophomore, and blowing through it as fast as we made it. But we had a really viable music distribution business, and I got to give all that credit to Dame. That was Dame hustle. Like, I'm somebody like, I'll try it, whatever. I'll give it a shot. But that was Dame's idea. Like, hey, I sold mixtapes in high school. We can do it here, and I'm like, okay, well, let's sell mixtapes, and that's what it was. And so we began that business, and we made a lot of bread. I mean, talking about we stayed in some of the best hotels in the country. We drove a lot of my car on campus was trash. Our rental cars on the road was not. Like we burned I'm talking about, we're in New York one day, Atlanta 2-3 days later, back in DC. Like, we were amazing. The parties made us known. The mixtapes made us money.
Right.
The parties was like kind of my thing. What I wanted to do after the other business, things changed in that business, and so we can no longer do it. And we weren't smart enough to save money. And so we needed another thing. And the party thing was my thing. And so I followed Dame into that space, but we already had relationships, and Dame followed my lead into the party space. And it worked.
Dame, anything to that?
I mean, that's just how it was, man. Like, I love music. So I had this passion for that, and I mean, like I wanted to make money. I also love making money, and I also had a son my freshman year. So it was like, I just always felt like when I worked at a regular 9-to-5 or just a job where you clocked in, it had a ceiling, and you could only do but so much. No matter how hard you worked, you were only gonna make whatever you were destined to make that hour. So I just wanted to be able to at least be able to do more if I put in more. So it was that mindset, for real.
Dame,
and the party thing, I was too shy.
Oh, wow.
Right.
There's a lot of words we could probably associate with you, but shy would not be one of them for me.
Right. I mean, if you notice, I barely went to the parties. I did the work part. I was cool with the work part, but I used to cover my shyness up through just my brashness. It was like the other side. It was like, that's how you hide it. And I mean, it kind of reflects the day where I just try to stay on the low and just work and make money.
That's incredible. Now that you put it in context, that's exactly what went down, and it definitely clicks for me as you put it in context. Dave, how did NCCU find you?
Man, honestly, man, I was in trouble in high school. Man, I used to get in trouble, and I mean, to be real with you, I guess I got locked up my junior year, and they came out for a school fair, and
Uh-oh. Of course, when he gets into the good story, you know what I'm saying?
As soon as he gets into the juice, his phone freezes up, right?
Dame, are you back?
This one was pretty as shit, and I just went to the.
He in and out. He just I don't think he doesn't even realize he froze up.
No, he doesn't. Let's while we're waiting on him, let's go to you. How did NCCU find you, Malik?
So I came on. It's a group of actually ex-police officers and police officers in Philadelphia, founded whatever, but it's called Concerned Black Men, and they had college tours, and then this one was an Atlanta tour was Shaw, St. Aug, Central, T, and Bennett. And then I went to one in Virginia, which was Norfolk State, Hampton, and the Virginia State, of those of there. And then I ended up, I enjoyed Central when I came down, and I applied, and they gave me a nice scholarship that I lost first semester, but they did at least offer me some bread, and and that's how I got to NC Central. It actually helped that our tour. We definitely came through on the chicken days. That definitely did. No. We came through on the Tuesday. So we definitely had to pay on the Tuesday. So that really helped out a little bit. I was like, this is college. Oh yeah, let's have it. Let's go.
All college tours should take place on a Wednesday around noon.
Yeah, for sure.
Look, and then there should be a small band, and then there should be a small cheerleader, dance girl situation, and then nobody can say no to the school if they get chicken
No,
day, a
no one,
band,
no,
and the
no one
dancers.
can say no. No one can say no. But now listen, I mean, we came through. I really enjoyed Central when I came. I knew, and the thing is, I got full rides to other colleges, but they were PWIs, and I knew I wasn't going to go to a PWI. So Central it was, and Central they didn't give me a full ride. They gave me a lot of money, but it wasn't a full ride, and I turned in a full ride to some other colleges to come to Central.
That's awesome, brother. Let me see if I can get Dame back in. Dame, are you back?
Yep. My
All
bad,
right.
man.
No, where you driving? All right. So you were saying, man, you're in the juice. You had been locked up, and then that's when you cut out. We were talking about how NCC found you.
I came to a high school college day, and the lady that was there was like super pretty, so I was like playing by her table, like listening to her. And my only question really was, what's the female to male ratio? And when they told me it was like 2-1 to A&T, I'm like, yo, I'm there. Like, the honeys is there, I'm there. Like, I never really thought about college before, like other than my mom talking about it. And it was probably like the best decision I ever made in my life. Like, it really changed my life.
Incredible. Well, I want to thank y'all for being here. This is a quick show, but Malik and Dame, Damian Ruffin from the class of 03, and Malik Carter from the class of 2000. Brothers, let me thank y'all for being here. This is awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for having us, for sure.
Has this ever happened before? Is this an exclusive? Is this a one-time in history? Like, have you
I
guys
think,
done interviews
I
together?
me and Dave have never been on a Zoom or anything live. This is like the first and only time we've ever done a live together. So yeah, this is an exclusive. This is exclusive.
Okay, this is
cool.
this is an exclusive. All right, let's bring Chris Jones back in. Let's bring Chris Jones in from the class of 2009. Chris, what's up?
What's going on, fellas? What's up, Dan? What's up, Malik?
So Chris, I see. I know you're in Philly, man. We got Lincoln in Philly.
Yeah, man. I was just hearing your story. I was like, yeah, I gotta holler at him because it sounds like he right here.
Yeah, I'm for sure. Listen, I moved back after I graduated. I moved up here. I moved back down to Salisbury, of all places. After that, I've been in Philly since, man. So we should definitely link up.
Cool. Yeah, we'll definitely make that happen.
Now, let me just see if we have a couple of stories. I don't think I have any stories today. I usually have a couple of stories. Well, let's go ahead and go into our Eagles Give Challenge. Eagles Give Challenge. This is where we encourage everyone to visit eaglesgive.com to make a recurring gift to the university. And we always go to all of our guests and just make sure that we get a commitment from everybody on the team to make a recurring gift to the university by visiting eaglesgive.com. Chris Jones, will you give to a recurring gift to North Carolina University?
Oh, I'm already set up for it.
Excellent.
Every month, payroll deduct. It come out every month.
Come on, payroll deduction. There's so many options.
You talking to a fundraiser, man. Hey, I can't talk it if I don't walk it.
Thank you.
That's a great story.
All right, Malik Carter, will you give in our Eagles Give Challenge?
We can do an Eagles Give Challenge. I need to look at the recurring part, though. I hate recurring, but commitment. But no, 100%. With 100%, I will for sure, give something to the university.
Indeed. So when you go to eaglesgive.com, it gives you all the options to give one time. You can pick what department. If you don't have a department in mind, you can give to the annual fund that gives the university unrestricted dollars to use in the way that they need to. All right, Dame Ruffin, former president of SGA. What would you give to the university?
Absolutely nothing. No, definitely I would give to the university. We actually, you can thank D Hart. He's the organizer of the line. We got a 20-year gift from our line that we're doing this year. And he kind of keeps us active. We get through the chapter, whatever. He keeps me active with that kind of stuff. I'm a big slack, but I will definitely go to Eagle Give and give that way. Why not? I guess I can get tipped.
Yeah, listen. Send me the link.
Yep. We try to make it as easy as possible. I know that sometimes giving is everybody has their thing, and we definitely understand. You just give how you can. I give $19.10 every time that I think about it. My recurring gift is every month, so $19.10. I mean, I go to Starbucks and it's almost the same amount,
Right.
or I go to
That's a
go
good
to
amount.
steakhouse and yeah, $19.10 at the very least. If you do it weekly, that's just under $1,000 a year. Nine
Wait,
hundred and
so,
eight.
so Tion, so you're telling me you go to a steakhouse and eat more salad? Is that you
You
do?
know, I shouldn't have said that because I have not had red meat in quite a while.
No, okay.
But yes, I always go. Steakhouses have the best salads, have the best vegetarian and vegan options actually, because they want to make sure they have options for people who don't, come with their
For
family.
everybody.
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
I'm glad you watch Eat More Salads because I encourage you to eat more salads, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
Eat more salads. All right, we're in our final 5 minutes. We just want to go around and just do final thoughts. So anything you want to leave our viewers with, this is the time. Your final thoughts. Let's start with Malik Carter. Malik, what's your final thoughts for tonight?
I mean, my final thought. I mean, like I said, I just thanks for being here. I really do appreciate the university. I appreciate the friendship. Like, to be quite honest, I wouldn't have the confidence of what I do in business without having met Dame. I'd have done some things probably, but the way that we were able to grow and the things that we were able to try, like it's 100% due to Dame's fearlessness in trying it, and me be like, all right, let's rock. So salute to you, salute to the Eagles.
All right,
That's
go,
deep.
gotta go
I
to
ain't
you,
even
Dame.
know that.
Yeah, Dame. What
Yo, I
response?
mean, I think I'm touched. That's awesome. Like, man, I guess to respond to that, I think that, like, that my homie right there exposed me to things culturally. Like, it's Pop on the art gallery. I learned about art, like these things that I would never think about before. You know what I mean? So, we got a chance to create organizations. Like, Central was like a real blessing because it just lets you know, like, it puts you in an environment where anything you think of, someone is there to support you to go try that. So, I mean, that's all I can say is I'm blessed to be in this position. I'm blessed to have the friends I have. Thank you, NCCU.
For sure.
And Dame, I don't know how you see your presidency, but as I watched from the seat that I was in, you changed the game and you created a precedent for many things, whether it is tapping
I
into
appreciate that.
being with people and really connecting with people, to entertainment and how we build our homecoming show and what we're able to do and how we negotiate. Those things you started. And so I just want to acknowledge your presidency because you say you may have been an unconventional candidate, but it worked and you did an excellent job,
I
Mr. President.
appreciate that. Definitely, man.
All right. Chris Jones, your final word.
Hey, man, once again, I appreciate you having me. I appreciate getting the opportunity to meet Dame in the league. But, my last word is just simply for everyone listening, everyone attending the HBCU, doesn't have to be Central, any HBCU across the board. Your HBCU degree holds value. I think for so long, people have taught us or we've been ingrained that our degrees are not looked at in the same regard as degrees from other institutions. I know we've always valued them and understood the value of an HBCU education and what it has always been to people that look like us. But I think we're in a time now where the world is beginning to recognize the importance and the value of HBCUs. And if you just look around, I think back to the NBA All-Star weekend not too long ago. I mean, they're playing for charities for HBCUs now. And everybody's incorporating HBCUs into everything now. So, I mean, for a lot of people, it's the cool thing to do now. But, I mean, we've always been hip to it. So just want to continue to encourage everybody that, your degree is valuable, even if received at HBCU.
Indeed, my brother. Thank you for that. It's a great day to be an NCCU Eagle. That's for sure. Just a recap, go give a donation to the university by visiting eaglesgive.com. You can also join the NCCU Alumni Association if you haven't already at eaglesgive.com. I'm sorry, nccualumni.org, nccualumni.org. All right. Thank you to Malik Carter, Damian Ruffin, and Chris Jones for being our guests tonight. Remember that an Eagle is no common, ordinary barnyard fowl. Thank y'all for watching. Have a good night. See you next week.
All right.
Take care.